What if your dashboards and reports could arrive at your users' inbox exactly when they need them? No chasing people, no exports, no reminders. That would be great, right? In this episode, we will analyze together strategy subscriptions and how they automate the delivery of analytics content. Let's start with the definition. What are subscriptions? Well, subscriptions are a strategy object that helps you schedule the delivery of a content. The content could be a report, could be a dashboard, exactly when a user needs them. In order to create a subscription, a user will need proper privileges to do so. And that's something that the administrator normally do. In the following video, we'll see how users can create a subscription and then receive the content that they need, maybe a report or a dashboard, in the proper place, right? Exactly where they need it. It could be on his email or maybe on the history list. We'll see that together. Okay, so our video starts here. I'm in Workstation. I'm under Users and Groups. I am an administrator, and I see all the users and groups available. If I right-click one of the users and click Roles and Privileges, this is what I'm going to see. The editor for that user. And then as you notice, I can perform a search here for subscription. And then you notice that not all the users has or have the privilege to subscribe to content. For example, this person, Jessica Quasi, she cannot subscribe to email in that tutorial project. She cannot subscribe to print to file. So I need, as an administrator, I first need to give privileges to her. And that's something we do on a user on a user group basis. And of course, that's something that only administrators can do. All right. So that's the first thing we need to have in mind. An administrator needs to grant the privilege for users to use or to create subscriptions, as you see here in Workstation. In Workstation, we also have a subscriptions blade, as you can see here, where we can see the available subscriptions, the ones that have been created in this environment, of course, provided you have access to this, provided you are maybe an administrator, all right? So remember, users and groups is where you define the privileges to the users, and then later under subscriptions, you can see the ones that have been created so far. Here in Workstation, you can also create subscriptions by clicking this button, by selecting your environment, and then defining which content. For example, if you want to subscribe to a report, to a dashboard, this is something you can do in here as well. But, well, that's not exactly what we are trying to do with this example, with this video, but just to show you that, yes, you can subscribe to maybe a dashboard or a report and then send the content to an email on a specific schedule. So you can certainly do that from here, from Workstation. But to be fair, that's not what normally users will do. Normally users will use the library. To use library, we are here right now, as you can see. I have just opened or executed one of my dashboards in the environment, the retail dashboard, intro, revenue analysis, this beautiful one that you see here. And users, they normally subscribe this way. They just go here to the top right corner, click share, and then the last option available, very important, is subscribe to a dashboard. And again, remember, I can see that option because I have the privilege to do so. Someone, the administrator, gave me that privilege. So let's go ahead and click here, subscribe to a dashboard. We have the subscription name, which can be any name you want. Normally, it's the dashboard name, the time we are creating the subscription, and then you define the type of subscription. So in this case, I want to send it to my email. Could be via FTP as well, to a file location, okay? Then, under content, we define exactly what we are going to send to the subscription, to the email in that case, in which format we're going to send that dashboard, maybe as a PDF or maybe as a snapshot, as you can see here, or maybe as an Excel file, the range, the content, the filters available in the dashboard, all that stuff. Later, you decide or you define the recipients, who is going to receive that dashboard in his email. So in this case, that user right here. And since this is an email, under delivery, we can add the subject, the schedule, at exactly what time of the day, of the week, or of the month we are going to send that dashboard to that person. Just one quick comment here. These schedules, they also need to be created. The administrator is the one creating a schedule and strategy. And then once that is created, let's say you need this content delivered every Monday. So you ask the administrator to create a schedule. You will see it here later, and then you just choose it, as I'm doing right now, and you can add a note in case you need that. And that's pretty much it. You click subscribe. You see here, this is getting generated, and now we're good to go back to the library icon on the top left corner. And then here under subscriptions, we are going to see the subscriptions created to our users. All right, so that's normally how it works. We can create subscriptions to reports as well. In this case, I'm using a subscription to a dashboard. I'm making it easy, simple, so that the concept is properly explained and so everybody understand what we are actually doing with this video right here. All right, so that was it for this one. As you just saw, it's pretty easy to create a subscription, provided, of course, we have the privileges to do so. Once we have that, we will be able to receive our content exactly when we need, then in our inboxes or maybe in our history list. And of course, that will save us a lot of time. So I hope you guys like this content. Feel free to share, to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, of course. And as I always say, I'll see you at the next corner.